happy vlog. Hi from me and my little babies. We are heading out the door to a hair appointment. I don't think hair appointments are that common in my vlogs because I'm terrible at keeping up. But before I left this time, Katie was like, do you want to schedule an appointment? Like, so you just have it in the books. And I realized, I'm like, man, there was a huge time in between, unprecedented time in between the first vlog where I got my hair done and then this vlog. There's other in between, but it's a big chunk of time, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like I just saw her a week ago. And then I look at this and I'm like, wait, did I? So I'm gonna go in and have something done with this to just blur it and then cut it because it grew. My hair grows so fast. I'm not complaining about it. I was watching back some footage this morning from a vlog that when you see this, that one will already be up, where I spent the day with Mateo. And I was trying something new and I changed my part. And then I quickly remembered why I don't use my natural part, because I'm bald. When I was pregnant with Mateo, I got a really, really big bald spot in my natural part, somewhere around here. And depending on how the lighting is, you see kind of curves out. So it's like a really big bald spot here. I know most postpartum balding happens like right here. No, I'm good. But right in the middle, it helps when my hair is lighter because you don't see my white scalp. We have an appointment in about 30 minutes. And I was like, I need to start the intro now because otherwise I wait till the last minute and then I try to drive with you guys in the car and then it's not a good idea. Look at this. Did I talk to you guys about this? I'm pretty sure I did, but I'm not sure if I showed it to you. So when I got my hair done last time in November, I went over to Katie's store, St. Ritual. And she had on the middle table, like all these beautiful real stone rosaries. And I told you guys, it's like a spiritual gift shop. So all kinds of spiritual stuff, like from feng shui to rosaries. I mean, you got all kinds of candles and things. And I came home and I was telling the boys and Parker all about it. I was like, oh my God, she has these beautiful rosaries. So on my actual birthday, aside from the bassinet, Parker left like a little bag on the kitchen table before he left for work. And it was this in the most adorable, I don't know why this stuff's important to me, but it had a, well, let me show you. I still have it out because I like to put it away. I need to put this away. I like to put it away in my stuff. I like to put it away. I keep all my shoe boxes. So I like to keep the boxes things come in. Look, it's like a acrylic little heart box. So anyway, it was such a good birthday surprise just because like most of the time, the majority of the time, and I'll tell you, this is probably one of, it's Chuck Norris. My Roomba's name is Chuck Norris. She is so loud. One of my pet peeves, I won the lottery with my husband. Like, literal lottery. He's the best stepped up dad. He is the best husband. He is such a good friend. He is awesome. But one of my pet peeves, if I had to pick, would be his loud chewing. And also, he can be in the same room as us. I'm saying like close proximity. Like if I stick my arm out, I can touch him. If Mateo sticks his arm out, like we're together. And we're having a conversation and he doesn't hear it. Like he's present, but not present. Is that trauma? Have I given him Stockholm Syndrome? No, he's very predisposed to using noise canceling headphones. And I think that mentally that probably does something to you where you just learn to tune things out. And even when he's not wearing them, because he wears them for work. So if he's in his office, he has them in. Or on, depending on which one he's in the mood for, because he has several flavors. And he'll have them in, even when he's sitting with us and he's not listening. Like he is not present. So when he shows up with a rosary that I'm like, oh my God, my friend Katie and her, store is so cool. I don't automatically think he's listening to me. So you know how like some people will like throw out the vibe, like little hints, throw like, I don't know, send you an Instagram video or say something really loud hoping their husband will hear. Like that doesn't work with me. I have to be like, hey, Parker, are you listening? Okay, this and this. So I'm just randomly talking and honestly, I think you might just tune me out because I talk so fast. You guys probably do the same thing. I mean, you watch me with your chores. I'm sure some of your chores are loud, but you just want me in the room with you. So when you showed up with it, I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. Anyway, I need to head out. I want to go to her store today, so hopefully it'll be open by the time my appointment's over. My appointment's at 10. It should take probably an hour, maybe a little more. Oh my God, I hope I don't spill my tea. Sorry about the angle. I'll be back, babies, okay? Be nice. I hope the store's open by the time I'm done because I think it opens until 11. I'm not sure. Remind me, guys, to show you my little Amazon purse. When my sister-in-law came to visit, she had a Lululemon mini puffer tote purse. And I was like, I'm sorry, can I see your purse? She's like, oh, it's Lululemon. And I'm like, oh, you can see how bald I am. When you guys don't believe me how fine my hair is, look at that. Literally bald. So she was like, it's Lululemon. I bought it on clearance. She's like me, where she's like, I got a sale. Here's a coupon, you know? So I was like, look, I have a no Lululemon rule. I don't know. The price point really hurts my feelings for like everything. Even when stuff's on sale. Like I had a friend who's not a friend anymore. And for her birthday, I got her like a Lululemon. Oh, that was hard. I got her a Lululemon waist bag because I know she likes Lululemon, but I was like, crap, I could get this on Amazon for like $12. You guys are here now. I won't be late. I think it takes me a couple minutes to get there. Look how cute. This is so cute. Hold on, let me see where I can put you. I don't like this camera. It has a gimbal, which is one of those things that like auto adjusts to like movement. You see that? And so it tells me what to do with my life. I don't like that. You know, I like to be able to move stuff around the way I want to. So it's like a little micro tote. Look how little it is. And it's like a literal exact dupe. It has the back zipper, has a zipper on the inside. When you open it, it has the zipper here. It has the two pockets on that side. It has the long strap that actually looks like the original strap, because there's a lot of wannabe dupes on Amazon's website that the strap is different. So that's like a giveaway. Obviously this is a giveaway here because the logo is different, but it's the same. It's not, it's still puffer, but I feel like it could be puffier. But then it would just be big if you have a lot of stuff to carry. This has a funny story. So I really wanted an evil eye keychain, or not keychain, an evil eye bag charm, like a big obnoxious. Let me show you guys the details. Like a really big obnoxious evil eye bag charm. Like that's what I wanted, and I couldn't find one I liked. So obviously I went on Amazon. And I found, I think it's two. I think there might be two or three different keychains. I bought them and then I put them all together and created this bag charm. I don't know, I'm really proud of myself. It was like one of those creative moments that just kind of randomly hit and you're like, yes, this is it. So I just kind of clip it to whatever bag I'm using. When I was using the suede like tote bag, the big dumpy one that I showed you guys in the what's in my bag, I just clipped it onto that and then I clipped it onto this, and you know, like me, Danny, like 20 years ago would have been like, the hardware is silver and the keychain is gold. Now I'm like, mixed metals, more is more. Who has time to worry about that stuff, you know? Okay, so one goal for today, which I am not sure if we're gonna be able to accomplish, I'm not sure, is It Cosmetics has a new balm. It's like a face product, like kind of like a foundation, but it's, I don't think they call it foundation. I should probably research it more, but it's brand new. My local Ulta has it, and it's like in a pot. It sort of reminds me of the Bobbi Brown concept, but I'm also skeptical because, or not skeptical, hesitant, because I haven't tried the Bobbi Brown one. And I feel like if I do a review on the It Cosmetics, I should probably try the Bobbi one too. Like, look, I'm a geriatric millennial. I know people say cute, like elder millennial. No, I'm not elder. I'm a geriatric millennial in the deep part of perimenopause, which we'll talk about probably later. And like, I'm in the throes. So I need products that are going to match my face. Like, I had a massive rosacea flare up this weekend. Was I stressed? No. Did I eat a bunch of crap food? No. I've been cooking. And also, actually, maybe I did. We went on date night after like a year of not going on a fancy date night. We went to Hudson House. If you guys have one in your city, oh my God, go. So maybe that's where my flare up is. It's like sun, stress, and diet. And it literally looked like I got burned. like right in this spot here. This one's not as bad, but today, like today it's worse. Maybe they're just taking turns. You know, it's just, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at, and now I need to find products that are gonna suit my face. So I thought It Cosmetics is one of those brands that I'm obsessed with, honestly. Like, love It Cosmetics. And so when they come out with something new like that, I'm like, look, I feel like I need to try it. Would you guys see that even if I don't compare it to the Bobbi Brown one? Because I think I can only order the Bobbi Brown one online. I'm not sure I can get it in store anywhere. And it's a shade match kind of thing, and I don't got that kind of patience, you know? I am like one minor inconvenience away from a police report. So my goal today is to go to Katie, pick up beans. That was on my grocery list, you guys. Yesterday, the kids didn't have school, and so one of my biggest things was I needed to mass produce beans, which I make the best beans in the world. Proud of myself. I ordered groceries from 3 different places that I needed, 3 specific places, you know, and I forgot the beans. So I have a drive-up pickup from Walmart just for beans. Katie, beans. If we have time, I want to go to Ulta. And then I showed you my bag. Shoot, what was the other thing I wanted to tell you guys? Oh, it was important. I told Miss Nina I was going to text her. You know, Miss Nina with my lefty scissors and my advent calendars. I was like, I'm going to text you when I'm with Katie because I need uninterrupted time. If I text you when I'm home, Tina knows. My sister-in-law knows. Like, I forget. I need to take the dogs to the potty patch. I put my phone down and then I'm like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? And then that's it. That's my whole day. Shoot, what was the other thing? I don't remember. Now I'm going to be late. So what was my list of what I need to do today? I told you guys about maybe Ulta. I really don't want to get your hopes up, because that feels kind of like a chore to me. But after I leave Katie, I always feel like a new woman. So who knows? I might get a second wind. Today's one of those days where I'm really scrambled, despite the Ritalin. Very scrambled. I think it might be a little dysregulation just because we just got back from winter break, and then the kids already had a 3-day weekend, but for us it was a 4-day weekend because Mateo didn't have school on Friday because he had that really important doctor's appointment. And so I've just not really belonged to myself consistently for a while, and I'm a basic bitch. I'm a toddler, and stuff like that really just wonks me up. Yes, you can use that word and you can say I said you could. It wonks me up completely, and I'm just all over the place, you know? Like, who forgets beans? Like, that was one of my primary objectives for yesterday, is like to make mass beans. Like, I like to do a massive pot and then I freeze it in quart containers, and I have beans for several months and they taste exactly the same as if they were fresh, and it just saves me the trouble of making a little bit of beans because beans take a long time. No, I'm not going to use my Instapot. You guys know I'm Mexican, right? I have a rice cooker. I finally caved. My ex-mother-in-law got me into rice cooking or rice cookers, and after the divorce she took it, so I bought my own. And man, I don't make my Spanish rice or like my orange rice or Mexican rice in it, but that white rice, it just hits right in a rice cooker. I don't do Instapot for beans. I do them on the stove. It's not hard. It just takes a long time, and I have to be home watching it. I'm all wonky to the point where I literally just realized I left the house wearing my slippers. I am maybe 5 minutes away from Katie, and I'm in slippers. Now, I am wearing my cute jeans, which cover the majority of my foot, but I don't think there's anything that I can't. I'm really trying to, like, it's not happening. I'll show you when I get out of the car, but I left the house wearing slippers. I did. I left the house wearing slippers. I am gonna look like a try-hard. I'm gonna look like those cute little teeny bopper teenage girls in high school that go to school with slippers on. Like, I don't do that. There's a car in front of me. It's like a worker truck, and it keeps splashing water. It's like, it has one of those big bucket tanks on it, and it just is sloshing water everywhere. I should probably pay attention now, you know, so I don't die, because I'm talking to my friends. Okay, and when I get there, I'll show you my slippers. Okay, so we got here with 3 minutes to spare, and I opened my Instagram just to see if I was like caught up on things. And there's a video from Michelle Dempsey. Do you guys watch her? She has it's like a divorce co-parenting account. I found her when I was in the middle of my divorce. Your phones listen, y'all. And I love her account. It's all like, you know, how to handle it gracefully, especially when you have a toxic or like dangerous or not a friendly co-parent. And so her stuff's really, really handy, but sometimes she'll go off like topic and do something like this video of, it's like makeup she bought in 2025 and that she does not recommend. Sometimes I prefer that over favorites, because with favorites, it's like, okay, I don't know if I have your skin tone, skin type, if we're in the same age, if we both drink water, if we're hydrated, you know? And she and I are very similar in skin tone. We're very similar in age. I think we might be the same age, and lifestyle and things like that, except she works out, I don't. That to me is more helpful because she's gonna tell me what she doesn't like and tell me why. And she just mentioned a bunch of viral products that like 20-year-olds are using and are great on them. But for on ladies like us that need hormone replacement therapy, they don't work. Like the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk or the Hourglass Concealer, which were items that I've always had in the back of my mind. Like, I should probably try them now, you know? Like, I've been in the biz for like 15 years. Should I try them? No. Thank you for that clarification. Anyway, so that's an account you guys should follow. But you guys want to see my slippers? Yes, you do. Y'all, like, call the police. Seriously, somebody just called the police on me, have me committed. Who does this? Have you ever done this? Please tell me. Here we go. Back to our stomping ground, and then I'll see you later over here. But seriously, if you've ever left the house with slippers on, please tell me. I need a little bit of normal right now.
I was just telling Katie that I was wearing my slippers. She was like, oh, they look like Uggs. Joke's on her, because they're Amazon slippers. But it also makes me feel good about leaving my house in slippers.
You guys, I got my little toddler haircut. Oh, it's so cute. She's like, do you want me to curl it? I'm like, girl, I'm not doing anything today. So just blow dry it. She cuts it dry sometimes. Like if you're going from a lot of length to a little bit, she cuts it wet. But if it's just an inch, like she took off, my neck feels naked. Look at how short it is. You can't tell because of my vest. But I was like, no, don't even bother. I'm just going to go home. No, I'm not. We got to go get beans. I wrote on our shopping list on the refrigerator, I was like, beans. Sorry, I'm going to have to mute it. I don't know why I said it. But I walked over to her shop, Saint Ritual, which is on e-commerce now. So you guys have been asking me like, whoa, is she going to go online? Can I buy this stuff online? Can I shop online? You can now. She's officially online. And I think if there's some stuff that isn't listed, I do believe they will ship it to you anyway if you contact the store or sneak into their, I have water in my ear, slide into their DMs. Katie opened her store with a friend. She was her customer, and I think they became friends for like 20 years. One of her first hair customers. They became friends. They're both Capricorns. She is like a feng shui expert, so she actually goes to people's homes and feng shuis them for them. So I thought that was kind of neat. And like I said, I'm nosy, you guys. Like if there is my neighbor screaming, I'm gonna be in the window. I want to know. I think it's one of those things where I heard I don't know if it's a parable, but I was watching the Vikings show, which I do not recommend. There's 6 seasons of Vikings. I quit at season 5. I just can't do it anymore. I can't. Like, was anybody happy back then? Did anybody live past 30? Like, could you trust anybody? The amount of cortisol that I would have if I was a Viking, I wouldn't have made it past 12. Like, I don't know how I saw 5 seasons of it, honestly. Probably because I had the flu. But holy crap. Anyway, there was a sentence in that show that really struck me deep. Obviously, I'm going to butcher it because I didn't write it down or record it, but one of the kings said that knowledge is a gift, and acquiring as much knowledge as you can is a privilege, and it's great, but you have to be willing to suffer. You have to be willing to endure with knowledge, because while we do say knowledge is power, it's also pain, you know, and sometimes ignorance is bliss. I think this is where all these sayings come from. And so he was like, the more informed you are, the more willing you have to be able to suffer. And he's right, you know, but when it's something like this, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, I don't want to like subscribe to a bunch of news channels. No, I don't want to be an adult. I want to learn about things like, I don't know, air dry foam clay and feng shui. You know, that I find interesting. I don't think that's gonna hurt me. Don't say anything. Oh, that's my medicine alarm. Let me snooze it. Yeah, it was so nice to see Katie. I love the quick visits when it's just toner and a haircut. The salon was dead.
it was just Katie and I, and then another stylist and her client, which was nice. I was like, why is it so quiet? She's like, oh, like almost nobody works Tuesdays. She's like, Wednesdays and Saturdays are our busiest time. I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Should we go to Ulta? You guys have to tell me. Where's my phone? Let me see. I gotta lock in, you guys, because that alarm was for my Ritalin, which, you know what? Let's just... I can't be like, oh, I left the house with slippers, and then be like, I don't need to take my Ritalin. You do. You probably need to double the dose. You know what I mean? You probably have to set your intentions to be productive. You know what else I take when I take my little alarm, when I have my little alarm reminder? Oh, this is my little bag, in case you're wondering. I shared it in my what's in my bag. Things don't change around here. They rarely change around here, you guys. Berberine supplement. If you guys haven't started taking berberine, what are you waiting for? If you guys are in perimenopause, if you are a woman of wisdom and you are in the throes of perimenopause, here are some supplements that you immediately need to order, and I'm going to link mine. And I've thought about doing a video on it, but I'm really self-conscious about it because I know that all the perimenopause experts are gonna... You guys, you see the little bunny? Yeah, like, I snooze it until I remember. These are some supplements. Anyway, I've hesitated to do that video because I know it's going to bother me. There's going to be a lot of people that are like, you're doing that wrong. You know, you need to be doing this. You need to do, and that stuff bothers me because it plants a seed of doubt. Whereas I live confidently through life, but it doesn't plant the seed of doubt in how I'm hurting myself or how I'm affecting myself. It plants a seed of doubt of, shoot, if I'm spreading the wrong message, I'm affecting other people. That's what bothers me. If they are true, like if this person felt strongly enough to leave this comment and they're right, am I spreading misinformation? So then I spiral, and that really worries me. But I know, like, I can tell you guys, Bible, but these supplements that I've been taking have changed my life. Magnesium at night, L-theanine at night, an antihistamine at night, okay? If you have your progesterone, obviously you take that, and a cortisol management, like a cortisol management supplement. So those are the 4 that I take at night. In the morning when I wake up on an empty stomach, I do the NAD plus liposomal from Roe. I'm obviously going to link all this stuff because I know it's a lot. If I don't take the NAD in the mornings, I notice immediately by lunchtime. And so I take that. I squeeze some into a mug. I squeeze a 1/4 or a 1/2 a lemon, depending on how big is it. I top it with room temperature / warm water. And I drink that with my vitamin D, my vitamin C, and I think you're not supposed to take vitamin D and vitamin C together. It's one of those things but I won't remember otherwise. And my berberine, okay? Berberine. And then an hour later is when I can take my ADHD medication. And then I have an alarm for 4 to 5 hours later to take berberine again with my ADHD medication. So twice a day. I'm supposed to take my ADHD 3 times a day, but generally I don't have to. I just do it twice. It's either lunchtime and afternoon or morning and lunchtime. And then I'm good, especially if I remember to do my NAD liposomal in the mornings. Oh my gosh, you guys. Changed my life completely. I've always been apprehensive to stick to some kind of supplement ritual because I really struggle with discipline and I really struggle with routine. The funny thing is, if the routine involves my family, friends, loved ones, like, I rock out. But if it involves me, I am like my last priority when it comes to stuff like that. Like this morning, I was like scrambling, getting the boys ready for school, making sure Mateo had his, USB drive and his art and this and that. And, Daniel had to turn in an assignment today, which was like a big game board. And so I had to make sure that was in the car. And I feed the dogs and their medicine because they're on, Prozac. I give them their medicine and I'm like, oh crap. And I'm always last. And I know that's just something that I'm going to struggle with forever. But with that kind of thing, I've really, really struggled. Like when I was taking AG1, it was easy because it was that was it. in that point in my life, that was it. There was the scoop, the water, I could take it out the door. I could have it in the fridge, like pre-filled. Remember the bottle was pre-filled in my fridge. That's easy, but when it's like a supplement regimen, it's a little too much for me sometimes, but I gotta do it, you know, like at some point I gotta grow up, girl. I can't be Peter Pan my whole life. So what's the deal? That's right, I took out my phone to check my to-do list, and then I forgot what I was doing. So let's see what we got on there. We'll see how important this is. It says answer my comments on YouTube. I did that. I can take that off my list. Oh, that's so satisfying. It says Katie, just finished here. I can do that. Okay, I gotta pick up the beans. I gotta text Miss Nina. I text her while I was there. She didn't answer, but I gotta recheck because I'm pretty sure she responded now. I have a vlog to edit. I gotta pick up the beans. Should we go to Ulta? I'm wearing slippers. I feel self-conscious somehow because I'm wearing slippers. Is that weird? It shouldn't affect me in any way. Oh, I just earned points when I shopped at St. Ritual. I didn't know that. That's kind of neat. All right, let's make an executive decision. If we go to Ulta, it's so out of my way too, because if I need to go to Walmart, I have to go that way. If I need to go to Ulta, it's that way. We'll go to Walmart and we'll get a vibe. After I leave there, if I'm still in the mood and I feel very confident about wearing my slippers, and we'll go to Ulta. If not, we'll just save it for another day. You know what I mean?
You guys, I can't be left alone to my own devices. Like, it's not okay. I left Katie's and then I went to pick up the beans at Walmart. And of course I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not doing the whole foundation shade match right now. I want to go home. I got stuff to do. And I was texting my friend Tina, which we spoke about last vlog, a couple vlogs ago. And she was asking me something and I was like, can I just call you? Because it's too much to text. In fact, it's too much to voice text. 2 hours later. Luckily, I was able to do stuff while I was on the phone with her. Hopefully it wasn't too loud because I had my little headset on. But I got prep done for dinner today. And then I have, I swear, these beans will literally be the bane of my existence. Look, they're on the... You see, you didn't believe me. It's on there. I can erase it now. So I got 3 packages of these beans. I typically do 2 bags at a time, but I like to have a spare. You just never know. It's like emergency beans, you know? And they have to be the Mayacoba beans, or they're also called Peruvian beans. And so I'm making a big pot. I did 2 bags, so it's 2 pounds or 32 ounces of beans. And I put them in a big pot of water. As high up as I can go. I didn't fill more water because I still have to add a couple of things. So for 1 bag of beans, I will do half an onion, 1 jalapeno, and 1 bunch of cilantro. For 2 bags, you just double it. Or you could do it the same if you do not like the broth of the beans. I'm a big brothy bean kind of girl. I grew up with hella anemia that followed me into adulthood, if you guys have been here for a long time. And I would eat beans almost every day. Not only did I love them, but it helped me feel better. Along with imprimir con hierro. I don't know what that's called in Spanish, but it tasted like. And my mom, I would remember, she would pour it into this giant soup spoon and just shove it in my mouth so hard that it would clank on my teeth. Ugh. And she just had to do it that way. Like that was just because I do not like syrupy, cough medicines. Like, you know, when you're little, they give you like the penicillin and the antibiotics in like liquid form and they're like creamy, just thinking about it. So she just had to do it, you know, like ripping off the Band-Aid. I love beans and I love brothy beans. So I like to make them with a lot of broth. So as they cook, I do notice myself having to add a little more liquid when they're cooking. And anyway, so I was on the phone for 2 hours, but it wasn't like, it felt like 2 hours. It was like, I just got home. Where did time go? Like, Daniel will be home in 30 minutes. What the heck? So anyway, friends, I'm going to show you how I make these beans, sort of. I'll show you how to prep them. Oh, and here's the other thing I'm doing. It's the marinade for my chicken thighs. Let me just do it now, or I'm going to forget, or it's been sitting here for a long time, like my thighs. My thighs have been sitting here for a long time. Okay, let me prop you guys here somewhere so that I can talk and do. I'm terrible at that. I just start talking to you guys and then there goes my day. Literally. Hi, Tina. So, I've shown you guys how to do this several times in the vlog. It's that like Korean bulgogi barbecue something recipe. So I take a bottle of Korean barbecue sauce and then I add more stuff to it and blend it. And then I marinate the thighs for a day, sometimes 2. It depends on how gingery and sesame-y you like it. So I've tried several brands, but this one's my favorite. And you can get it at H-E-B, you can get it at Target, you can get it at Walmart. It's easy to find. It wasn't in the past, now it is. And so I'll take this with some brown sugar, white rice vinegar, white pepper, brown sugar, did I say that already? Sesame oil, ginger, fresh ginger and fresh garlic, and blend it, and then put it in some trimmed thighs, cover it, zhuzh it around. You want to make sure they're all coated nicely. And then you just leave it in the fridge for a day or 2, depending on when you want to make them. And then I just throw them in the oven. Like I drain the excess and then put them in the oven upside down, halfway through, flip them, and just roast them in the oven at 400 for like 35, 40 minutes. And it's really yummy. It's like an elevated teriyaki chicken, if you wish. So I did that, and then I need to do the prep for the beans because they're already on the stove. So 4 jalapenos. If you want to get the flavor and not so much of the spice or the mess of the seeds, just take a really sharp knife. Don't go all the way through and cut down. And depending on how much flavor you want is how many cuts you do. So this is almost like making a Chinese paper lantern. You know those that you would squish down and it kind of looked like an accordion? So I did, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about six cuts. You see the little cuts on there? And that way the broth goes in and out of it, but no seeds do. This one gives me really spicy vibes. I just know it. We're gonna go put in the pot. Then I have 2 bunches of cilantro that I'm gonna aggressively rinse. I wish I had cheesecloth, but cheesecloth is one of those things where, like, unless it's disposable, who has the time and the energy? Because so much crap gets in it and you can't put it in the washing machine. That's gross. So then you have to hand wash it, and then you can never thoroughly hand wash it. So if you guys have a hack, because cheesecloth would be ideal for something like this so that you don't get any of the loose leaves in the broth. If you want your beans to look clean. If you don't give up, then just throw it in. Who cares? So what I do is I take the band. So one had a band, the other one had this little wire. I take them off, I separate them, give it a rinse, which honestly, it just like emotionally makes me feel good about doing it this way, but I don't think it really removes anything. We're not really scrubbing anything out, you know? And then I take it and I fold it in half, and I grab a food safe rubber band and I go around it as many times as I can. Sorry, I should be showing you. And then kind of anything that's kind of loose around it, kind of feel. Anything that's loose, pull it off. These are all pretty secure. See, like this one's, there we go. It's like a little bundle, and then you put that in the pot. And then the last thing, oh man, cleaning up my messes over here. The last thing is gonna be an onion. You can do a yellow or a white. My mom would say definitely a white onion if you're doing Mexican food. I like yellow onions more. I think they were such a big deal when we were in culinary school that I just stick to the yellow now. It's more universally yummy for no matter what food you're cooking. I should have got the big knife because this doesn't go across my onion. Okay, so cut the top off, cut the bottom, but not all the way through the root. So you have to leave some of the root intact at the bottom of your onion so that it doesn't fall apart in the pot. It stays like a half little boat floating around. Take these, put them in your beans. Okay, and then if you're feeling fancy, you're gonna put some bay leaves in it. I don't know why I chose this angle, but to me it just seemed functional, you know? So take your bay leaves, and I don't know, I kind of just go with what I'm feeling that day. That's really little. Let's see. My gomis, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law had a bunch of bay leaves left over when she came over. So like their final 2 days was when I thought I was about to get sick, and I really didn't feel good. And when I don't feel good, I think my defense is down, because I was like, oh, did you say you were gonna make pozole when you were here? Which is one of my favorite Mexican dishes, and I have no idea how to do it, nor do I want to find out, because it tastes so much better when someone makes it for you. And for me to ask for something is like very rare. So she was like, I did. Give me your car keys. And she literally went to the store with my brother and bought everything and made pozole for me in a couple of hours that day. It was so good. Oh my gosh. And I told her, I was like, hey, we have so much left over. Let's reheat it and eat it. She's like, no. Put it away and freeze it. I made it for you so that when you want it, you have some. I still have some in my freezer right now. Her pozole changed my life. It was so good. It's red pozole with the hominy. Phenomenal, like phenomenal. So she bought bay leaves. This is the degree of her hyperindependence / nurturing attitude. So in this pot, I have 2 bags or 2 pounds of the mayacoba beans, 2 jalapenos that I pierced, 1 onion, 3 little bay leaves, and 2 bunches of cilantro. It just came to a boil. I see I still have some room for water, so I'm gonna add more water, bring it to a boil, drop it to a simmer, and put a lid on it until they're done. It will take hours. So I'm gonna have to nurse this by the stove all day, which is totally fine because the smell that fills the house is amazing. So we're gonna add more water, fill the pot. Geez, it always smells good. I think I'm gonna have to pull out the jalapenos about halfway through because otherwise the beans will be really spicy. And then I'm gonna come over here and grab my lid for that pot. Is this one. Don't get an Our Place pan, they're bullshit. Put a lid on it. I should probably, hold on. Let me shove these down. A little shove, a little shove, a little shove, shove, a little shove. You don't need to be peeking out. Go do your job, you know? Get in there. Get in there. Do your job. Okay. And then we'll put the lid on it. Somebody has to say it, you know, like somebody has to say it. And if I can be that person, I'm okay with that. Now, if this is a brand that has worked for you, I'm kind of jealous because they have really cute cookware. Heck, they even have cute appliances that they're launching now that are so cute. But as a seasoned family feeder, that's what I like to call myself, I do not appreciate their cookware at all. Not even a little bit. I think it's not what it claims to be. At least not for a seasoned cook. If you know what nonstick is, if you actually cook, you know, fried eggs, if you do, you know, all that stuff, like this will not take that kind of abuse. It won't take that kind of use. Like these are things that are supposed to look cute, but maybe not be the most comfortable. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those pairs of shoes is how I feel about the brand. So I tried it and it literally lives right there in that spot and I just can't bring myself to get rid of it because it's really expensive and I hate it. Even the sound it makes when you put the lid on it is like, anyway. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I need to put my thighs away in the fridge because I don't want to give my family food poisoning for tomorrow. I feel like this vlog is too short. I feel like I might have to say bye to you now and then like say hi to you again tomorrow, you know, because I can't. This will not be an hour long. I know that for sure. This will not be an hour long, but I mean, the minute those boys come home, it's like mommy mode. Gotta be there with my babies, you know, sniff them up, play with them, see how their day was. I want to hear all about Daniel's board game to see if it, you know, how well it did and stuff like that. So I gotta check out. You know what I do? I am dying to show you guys. Okay. There is an account. I don't know if you follow Vanessa Amaro on Instagram. She's like Facebook ultra famous, but her content is cleaning. Literally what she does is cleaning. And so she recently posted a reel that was so compelling because it was in her own home. When she showed us how dirty the grout in her home was, because her home is sterile. It is always pristine and so clean and realistic because she's a cleaning influencer, but unrealistic for the common folk. So I always have that perspective of like, sure, I want to know what you teach me, but that's not realistic for like normal people, right? Anyway, she showed us her entryway. She lifted the rug and was like, this is the real color of my grout. This is the way the grout looks now because we walk over it. these are the things you need, and this is the cleanser, whatever. This is what you need to buy. Her before and after was like, you know what I mean? Like those before and afters that you're like, oh, they just hit. So this is what you need. And I'll link her reel so you know what I'm talking about. But I thought before I do this, I might want to vlog it. But I'm also heavily concerned that if I do it and it doesn't work, then I'm like, womp, womp. So I'm not saying go out and do it yourself. I'm saying I'm dying to show this to you guys and hopefully it works. Or I'm going to link the products, but buy them at your own risk. You know? So she said you need the Dish Daddy scrubby thing. It's the one you can fill, like you can put stuff in it, like soap. I do not like wands for washing dishes. I don't use wands. But she said it's really important that you buy this. And I think this brand sponsors her. I do not like their sponges. I think they are slimy and super gross and they don't clean, especially after they get wet. But she's like, buy this and then buy this attachment. So I don't think you need to buy the scrub wand daddy whatever in this attachment. I think as long as you have some kind of bristle, like tile cleaner, any kind of bristly thing, like even for your shoes. Like I have a bunch for my shoes, but I was like, I need to follow the recipe to a T because I always go rogue and then I complain that it doesn't work. And then you need the Zep grout cleaner. You put it on for 3 minutes and then wipe it off. If it's not coming off, you can scrub it off and it just, let me tell you, just go watch the reel. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I hope it works because our grout is not supposed to be this color. I bought a steamer, an industrial steamer, because if you steam the floors, then it's gonna work. Then I got a steamer mop, the one that kind of spins and steams. Doesn't do, like it doesn't do anything. So at this point, you could tell me like lick the floor with bleach and I would try it because it's not coming off. So when I saw her video, I was like, okay, AI, robots, FBI snooping on my phone, listening to my conversations, like it's real. So I want to try that. So maybe we can do it maybe tomorrow. I have to do another part of my ship campaign. I'm a little behind on that. So I'm not sure if I'll have time, but I'm excited to try it. Just watch the reel, you guys. Just watch the reel. Anyway, I'm going to go wash my beans. I'm going to go wait for my baby. And, oh, you guys haven't seen Hanker Pankers today. Oh, I owe you a Hanker Pankers. Hold on. I think this vlog, look, he's still a little skittish. I think this vlog has been like Hank free, which makes me sad. Hi, bud. Look it. See, it's not always positive. It's not always like what he did. Last vlog, you guys, he was a ham sandwich, let me tell you. Full-on ham sandwich. But it's, you know, I think healing is not, you see, healing isn't, it's not linear. And I know it sounds like overly said and repeated, but it's not. And on days like this, you see his eyes? Like he doesn't feel comfortable. So I'm like, okay, buddy, I love you. I love you. Even if you don't let me pet you, I love you. And you're going to be safe. And mama going to love you because you're so handsome. Yes, you are. You're some handsome fella. Yes, you are some handsome fella. Are you my angel? Who's my angel baby? Is it you? I love you. You like your blanket? Look at Okay, I'll leave you alone. All right, you're good. We're good. Yeah. I guess I got to put more trust marbles in his jar today, you know? It's okay. Sometimes I have days like that too where I don't want people to touch me. Most days. You know, Hank, one thing about me is your mama's not a quitter. Nope. Here you go. Oh my goodness. Here you go. Oh no, Danny, you shouldn't be giving your dogs goldfish. It's gonna be okay. Did I ever tell you guys the goldfish story? Like my kindergarten goldfish story? So there's a little baby immigrant kid that didn't speak English. And in kindergarten with Miss Schubert, we had the card system where it was like green, yellow, or red card. If you got in trouble, you had to flip your card. And if you made it to the end of the day without flipping your card, you got a goldfish. A goldfish. Literally, you would wait in line if you got your green card and You got your green card and you would get one goldfish cracker. And I was like, dude, Mom, let me tell you about these goldfish crackers. They're the shape of a fish and they taste like cheese, but it's not like a cheese I've ever tried. And they're so crunchy and they have a little smile. And my mom was like, ay, ¿de qué estás hablando con esas chingaderas? Ni te entiendo. Que es un pescado, que es una... And I'm like, oh, Mom, like, how can I tell you? It's like a goldfish cracker and it's so good and I wish I could just have more than one. And she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And here's the sad thing is Google didn't exist back then, so I couldn't like Google or go to the library and be like goldfish cracker. We would shop at those local little grocery stores, which literally is still to this day. It's still there in San Diego where my parents live. It's called Apple Tree. And so they had like the butcher, the produce department. It was really small. It was like 2 rows. Like that's where we would grocery shop. So there's no goldfish crackers. I don't know what goldfish crackers are. I didn't know what goldfish crackers were until I can't confidently say, but I want to say I wasn't even in high school anymore. I was already probably in culinary school. Because in culinary school was the first time I ever tried ranch dressing. And that's because we made it from scratch. Like we had to learn, it was like a mother sauce class where we had to learn how to make sauces and condiments from scratch, like where they came from. And I was like, oh cool, you're gonna make ranch. Everybody talks about ranch. I've never tried it before. I swear the class was like, what? I was like, what? It's just ranch dressing. Like Mexican people don't eat ranch dressing. Like we rarely even eat salads. And if we do have ranch dressing, it's with our Domino's pizza. So sensory overload. I was never going to put my pizza with ranch dressing. That just won't happen. So I tried ranch for the first time in my, early 20s. Anyway, I was saying I'll catch you later, and now we're back deep into the story of why I give my dogs goldfish. Listen, Hank's vet said if he is food motivated, take advantage, because a lot of like hella traumatized dogs, hoarded situation dogs aren't even food motivated. You can't. You just have to work with them and give them time. But if they're food motivated, like he needs to know that anywhere you go, food comes from you. So I get creative sometimes, I give him a little piece of, I don't know, whatever I'm eating, a little chip or a little cracker or whatever, and that container of goldfish crackers. This one here, right here, this one right there. It's like, you can hear how empty it is. I'm like, okay, we really got to get through this. Like, we really got to use up these goldfish. So if I'm ever in here and he's not letting me touch him, I'm going to give him a goldfish cracker. Look, do you know how much of an impact Miss Schubert had on me giving me 1 goldfish a day? Imagine the impact it's going to have on Hank if I give him 2 goldfish a day. Just saying. Think smarter, not harder. I'm recording in case you want to come out. Yeah, so your butt's in it right now. No, I mean, it's gonna have music over it. A little wiggle wiggle. Where's Jumpy? Where's Jumpy? Where's Jumpy? Hi, buddy. Hi. Did we get more trust in your trust jar? Did we get more trust marbles? Did we get more trust marbles? It was a goldfish. I know it was a goldfish. It's the secret recipe. It's the secret recipe. Yes, it is. It's the secret recipe. Okay. Oh, we're so jealous. Oh, we're so jealous. Yes, we are so jealous. Oh my goodness. What is all this lovin'? What is all this? Supersized lovin'? Oh, I love this supersized lovin'. That's nice. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's a nice baby. Yes, it is. Where's my princess? Okay. Oh, it's Hank time. Oh, it's Hank o'clock. Oh, it's Hank o'clock. Yes, it is. It's Hank o'clock. Oh, it's Hank o'clock. Where's Ruby? Where's my Ruby? Oh, it's my handsome fella. Oh, it's my handsome fella. Oh, my handsome fella. You're so sweet. I love you. Why were you scared today, huh? Why were you so scared today? Hi, princess. Is that my princess? We need to put your jacket on. Are you gonna let me put your jacket on you today? I hope so. It's gonna be like 10 degrees this weekend. You let me put your jacket on? Oh, I know you're sleepy. I know it's time for bed. It's late. It's past your bedtime. I'm sorry. Mama just had to finish her beans. Yes, she did. Oh my goodness, you're so sweet. He's a handsome boy. Oh, I love you.